Hey, what's up everyone? Mace here with a 1v1 today. Now, this is going to be kind of a special match because this is actually a best of 3 matchup from the GGSc2 tournament. Now, this tournament actually did take place last week, but me and a couple of other commentators have taken it upon ourselves to kind of split up the matches because there are just so many of them. And we are going to be commentating on them and showing these games to you and show you the winners and kind of show you what happened. I've seen some of these games firsthand and they are actually pretty entertaining. These guys are very good players. I mean, they're obviously not pro players per se, but they are all in the Diamond League and they're very skilled. Some of them are actually ranked very high in America overall, so definitely lots of great play to see here. And this game is actually going to be none other than a Terran versus Terran. And I absolutely love Terran versus Terran matches because I feel like they're very fitting for the launch of StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty. It's kind of like which Terran is the best and vie for dominance and who could beat each other and be the best Terran among them all. Wow, I kind of feel like I just recited a line from Pokemon there. I am such a nerd. Okay, so this is going to be between BroER and IMB. I'm just going to call this guy Bro because I kind of like the sound of that. And we see that BroER is going for his barracks up here. He's not going for a supply depot, so he's probably going to use some kind of other meaty building like a barracks or a factory to try to block off this ramp, which we see Terran players do a lot. IMB is just like, I'm not even going to bother with blocking off. I am too cool for that. So he is going this refinery. Both Terran going refinery right now. BroER has a little bit earlier, so we might see some kind of fast mech push, which could be very effective, even against Terran, especially if they don't block off. Hellions can work just like they work for Zerg, and even better because Terran don't have spine crawlers, they just have slow Marines, and they pretty much need concussive shells if they are going to counter something like that. But yeah, that's why I love TVT. There's just so much that can happen in these games. They're very dynamic. So we see that IMB now going for his orbital command at 15 pretty standard and going for a second refinery pretty early. No Marine being pumped out yet. So we see a tech lab coming out, so it's probably going to be Marauders for IMB. He did not go for that factory right away, and BroER is going for a double barracks, so he actually might see some kind of Marine push. That would be amazing, but we do see a tech lab going right off the bat. He might choose to get a reactor second, and this SEV is being chased by this Marine, and this other SEV is like, I'm scared, I'm getting the hell out of here, and he is able to just scurry away. Maybe if that Marine went to that ledge, he might have been able to shoot him down, but no luck for Bro this time around. Sorry, Bro. Okay, so Marines coming out of here. Another tech lab, so double tech labs for BroER, very fast. I'm not sure what he might be trying to do here. Maybe he really wants the concussive shells and combat shield, or concussive shells and stim pack research very early, so we'll see what he does with that. He is getting a fast factory, so not really sure how much tech he can get since he's using up all his early gas that fast. And IMB is a little bit afraid of this Marine push. Definitely great placement for the bunker, because if it was anywhere else, then those Marines would just be able to have free reign wherever that bunker is not. So we see a reactor actually coming out, so IMB switching up his production. He is no longer using that tech lab. He is getting a reactor Marine, so maybe this is a defensive maneuver, but actually if he is going to be able to out-Marine Marauder Bro here, he might be able to do some very heavy damage, but I actually don't think he will be, since BroER currently supply capped, will be able to just keep pumping out these Marines. So we see that there's a combat shield being researched. I'm not sure what this second tech lab was for. Maybe he was planning on going Marauders and then he decided against it. So right now we do see that he is getting a tech lab with his factory as well as IMB. So both players going pretty similar builds. IMB chose to go the Marauder first, but now he's switching to Marines and he is getting that factory and a starport. I guess where the variation lies in is that BroER is going to be more ground heavy, while that starport might provide some kind of cover and maybe some kind of medevacs. And then we see a barracks being lifted off constructed right here. I'm not sure what this is going to be about. Maybe some kind of late game proxy. That would be really fun to watch right now. Maybe even send in a couple of Reapers and expose this front entrance for the rest of his army to attack. I absolutely love seeing double prong attacks because they just throw players off guard, and it's just great to see how people respond to that. And actually that reactor was not for Marines really, it was for Vikings. So he is going Vikings. I'm not sure what he's really going to be able to do with that. That would be interesting to see, maybe some kind of harass push. But right now, Bro is still just posting up on this ledge right here with his Marines. He's pumping out Marines, and currently Siege Tank is being researched. He's just going Marines, and he has 3 tech labs, so I'm not really sure what he's planning on doing with those tech labs yet. He is not researching STEM or anything like that. He might be planning for Marauders, but if he is going to be going so Marine heavy, maybe a reactor really would have been a better choice. But here comes that barracks. He's really just using it for a scout, I guess. He's like, whatever, dude, I'm going to see what you got in your base. I don't care if I lose my barracks. And I think this barracks is pretty much going to die. I mean, that's kind of the point of it. He just wants to get free reign onto this base right here. I'm not sure how I feel about sacrificing a barracks over sacrificing a scan. I don't know what you guys think about that. Maybe you can post below in the comments, but I think a scan might have been much more worth it, but this was definitely more fun to watch. So actually for this game, I'm going to say barracks was definitely more worth it. Okay, so IMB now coming in with Vikings and tanks. So actually he might be using those Vikings to try to get some exposure on this ledge so that he'll be able to siege tank up. Right now, Bro has no idea this attack is coming, and he just has tons of Marines, so these siege tanks are going to be able to do a lot. But if Bro can come out, no, he is going to be in a lot of trouble right now, and those Marines are going to be taking that siege tank fire. One Marine does explode right there, and now that barracks is getting brooded by siege tank shells. And Bro does have a siege tank of his own, but he's so worried about taking that siege tank fire. He's like, I need to give up a little bit of map control in order to at least secure some of my base up to my ramp. So he has those Vikings on there. He's going to be able to kill this tech lab and that barracks. So Bro right now kind of in a tough position. He has a Viking of his own, but against IMB's 2 Vikings, this is going to be difficult for him really to do anything. Another siege tank along the way in the production tab. We do see 2 more siege tanks, 2 Vikings for Bro, and that Viking is going to go down. He's going to be able to snipe it down. Vikings just have so much range, and a couple of more Marines just taking a siege tank shells to the face. And BroER now swiping out a scan so he can try to get some of those tanks injured, but that scan only lasts so long. He's not going to be able to get any more damage on these guys, just barely outside of his range, while this barracks is taking so much fire. That is absolutely ridiculous. Bro does not want to give up this position. He does have enough Vikings now to deny him any kind of vision into his base, but IMB might be able to get this position. Bro right now in a difficult position, 1 tank versus 4 tanks, so really this is going to be very tough for Bro to do right now. I'm not sure how he's going to be able to get out of this, and those Marines are just going to go down. He's like, I really have no other choice right now except to try to take out these siege tanks. He is able to take 1 siege tank, but those Marauders do give the rest of those tanks vision, and I think Bro is in a tough spot right now. I don't know how he's going to be able to get out of this. Maybe if he plops down those Vikings to try to kill those tanks, you might have some luck, but I don't think he was able to take advantage of that. No, that was kind of the sweet spot of timing which he needed. And now more Vikings coming in to try to deal with that. Tanks moving in, taking out the other siege tank from Bro. I don't think he's really going to be able to do all that much. Barracks units getting pumped out right now. Still more Marines, but really Marines versus siege tanks, that's not a contest. I mean, why would you want to go up against siege tanks with nothing but a Gauss rifle? Okay, so this factory is being destroyed. I don't really think Bro's going to be able to get out of this alive. IMB is taking another expansion. I think we are just pretty much waiting for a GG right now, unless there's some ungodly miracle that happens, like, I don't know, maybe IMB disconnects or nukes fall from the sky. But I don't really think that's going to happen this game. It looks like it's probably going to go to IMB. He is making some more barracks, but it really just is going to, all IMB has to do is move his siege tanks up. A couple of Vikings coming in to harass, but honestly, like I've been saying, I think this game is pretty much going to be over. Between this base is going to be mined out soon, and IMB does have his natural expansion, it's going to be pretty much impossible for Bro to do anything else. I don't know why he's choosing to keep going Marines. I think Marauders really would have been better against siege tanks. I mean, Marines just spread the splash damage around like fish out of water, if that makes any sense. But yeah, pretty much his production is all down. He just has 3 measly barracks, a couple of tech labs, and a reactor. Not really doing all that much. This Marauder and these 2 siege tanks are pretty much just going to lay waste to the rest of this base, and there is the GG wink smiley face by Bro. So that is the first game. It does go to INB. This is a best of 3, so there are going to be more games to come, and I'm going to be doing my best to try and get the rest of these games out as quickly as possible so you can see who came the victor. I was actually told that the rest of these games are very, very exciting to watch, but of course I have to start at the first game, and there was some good play here. The use of the Vikings really shows how, despite the fact that Terran have very good natural static defense, they are able to get a little bit more range on the siege tanks if you are able to use something like a Viking, a dropship, or even a barracks. So, yeah, definitely good play by INB. I think where BroER kind of messed up was he kept going Marines. I think Marauders really would have been better. They're a meteor with stim. They can really take down tanks pretty well and avoid taking too many more hits than they need to. So with Marauders and Medivacs, he really might have been able to take out this tank push, but he just didn't have enough to deal with it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see, or if you have been watching my videos and have not yet subscribed, please do, so you know whenever I post a new video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode of Maze Esports.